Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here. With Let's Plays, they take time to make, and there are so many games out there I want to Let's Play. Let's talk about just a small portion of Let's Plays I would like to do that I have planned. These are in no particular order of release date. 1 through 25 are for Psychic Pictures, and 26 through 50 are for Psychic Pictures Plays. I also need to say that there will be some mature games in here that I will talk about, so watch at your own risk. With that said, here are 50 Let's Plays planned that I would like to do. Number 1. Given how much I love fighting games like Super Smash Bros. And Hyrule Warriors, people could guess that I would Let's Play a fighting game. This one in particular is one I've been thinking about doing for a while, but then I heard its first game, which I do not have, is getting a remaster on the PlayStation 4. This is Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. I've been a fan of this series for years now, and I love the action in this game, even though the fan service is a bit distracting. The gameplay is really good in this series, and I've always wanted to play the first game. Number 2. I love when games try to do something unique in the genre that already exists. Super Smash Bros. Is a game that took the fighting game community by storm when it first released. So, why stop there and do something unique with platforming? I've done a Let's Play of Gravity Rush Remastered, so it's only fitting to do Let's Play Gravity Rush 2. I've played a little bit of this game, and I liked it. This is a game that needed to come out sooner, since Gravity Rush stopped on a huge cliffhanger of Kat not getting her memory back. This is the continuation to that story. The platforming has to do with manipulating gravity, and the game is built around the concept. It works perfectly for this game series. Number 3. I love the game series Hyperdimension Neptunia, but I've never gotten around to fully Let's Playing a game in this series. I want to change that at some point, but the one I want to play the most is Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 Sisters Generation. Now, I know that my Let's Play of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 still needs to be revisited. But I'm looking forward to this game more because I like Netgear a lot more as a character, and I find her dialogue much more interesting than Neptune's. This role-playing game is based around self-improvement and confidence building rather than getting a memory back, and I think it works a lot better. Not much more to say, but I would love to Let's Play this one day. Number 4. There are lots of Let's Plays on my channel that I need to either redo or continue. One of the ones I need to redo is a game that for years I wanted to play, but couldn't find a physical copy of my own. Until the game Rare Replay came out and remastered classics like Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, and of course, Conker's Bad Fur Day. This game I really want to redo because I didn't know what to do half the time I was doing the Let's Play, and I was forcing myself to swear. That's not right. I shouldn't force myself to do something I don't like to do, and swearing in front of other people, even if they are only listening later, is one of them. I should have just played the game normally, and if a swear comes out on accident, that is fine. Number 5. As I said, I need to continue some of the Let's Plays that I have on this channel that I have not yet completed, and Splatoon 2 is one of them. But what if I told you that I wouldn't be Let's Playing the entire game in one go? There is a lot in this game, but I think it is best for the Octo expansion to get its own Let's Play slot. Now, this Let's Play in particular, I'm planning to handle it the same way as Splatoon 2, but this one will do a lot more that I won't show for my initial Let's Play of Splatoon 2. Examples are ranked battles, amiibo connected to the Octo expansion, and the Octo expansion story mode. It is true that I will show Turf Wars, but it won't be the entire focus. Number 6. I've talked about this one in the past. I love the Fire Emblem series. So, say it with me, Fire Emblem Awakening. I hope this Let's Play will come out soon, but with long Let's Plays coming out soon, I had to push this a little further back than I wanted. I love the game, I love the strategy in it, and I want to Let's Play it so badly. I just need more time in the day to record, and I don't have that. I would upload more often, but I can't. Number 7. I like rhythm games. Guitar Hero is a game that I've spent hours on with my family. We even have Guitar Hero World Tour where they added singing and drums to the mix. Also, we loved playing Dance Dance Revolution when it was popular. When I describe this game, I usually say that is Dance Dance Revolution on crack. This means that the game is so much harder than Dance Dance Revolution could be from my own experience. That game is Project Diva Future Tone. I love this series and love the challenges in the game. Expert mode is nuts. I can never get better with them. But this game in particular is every Vocaloid gamer's dream. This game has over 200 songs to play, both old and new. It is the latest game in the series, and I can't wait to play it for you guys, but it is a long way from being released. Number 8. As I said earlier, some of my Let's Plays need to be continued. I also want to say that some of my Let's Plays that I haven't finished yet need to be redone. One of the first on this long list is Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a very violent and very vulgar game. I love the Grand Theft Auto series, and usually just run around doing random stuff. But this Let's Play, will have me look at the entire story mode. I will not 100% the game, but I will record up to the last heist and last Strangers and Freaks missions that I will have available. I will also be doing a bit of Grand Theft Auto Online with this Let's Play, so watch out for when this Let's Play comes out. Number 9. There is a series on my channel that has been forgotten about for many years, that being the Skylanders series. I want to bring this series back, but the one I'm excited to play would be Skylanders Trap Team. This is a no-brainer, where you capture and control different villains in this Skylander game for the first time in the series, and, in my opinion, it cleaned up the mess that SWAT Force left behind. Playing as great characters and playing as the villains makes the game my favorite in the series so far. Number 10. I'm not going to lie. I actually like playing a game that has good gameplay and stars a sexy girl beating everyone up. I don't know exactly why, but this anime style in games is really good and adds to the character's personality, for the most part. The next one stars a sexy girl. Wait. Not girl. It stars a bunny in a sexy human body. This is Rabby Ribby. I like the anime style in games, and this one is no different. Rabby Ribby is a platformer where you can attack people in a 2D world. This centers around Irina, who has been transformed from a bunny to a human girl with bunny ears and a tail. Her quest starts with her trying to find her master and find out why she has been transformed into a human. I love this game, and I can't wait to play it for you guys. Number 11. I love the Legend of Zelda series, but I've never Let's Played one because I find them sometimes confusing. There are only 3 Zelda games that I've gotten pretty far into: Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, and Twilight Princess HD. Without beating around the bush, I can safely say that this game is one of the more straightforward Legend of Zelda games I've played. It has objectives I can follow, it has a map so I'm never lost, and everything is obvious to where it is located, from what I've played. I don't know if this is true for other Zelda games. I'm sure there are more like this out there. But Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD is one that you guys can look forward to. Number 12. I love platforming games. I also love games where you can explore the world and do what you want. This next game does both and has a map that tells you where the story is. Give it up for Assassin's Creed. I love the fact that in this game, you can go wherever you like, whenever you like. This game is all about exploring the world you are in, and I can't get enough of it. Here is a summary of my first time playing this game. Run around everywhere and climb all the buildings I can find, trying to get to the top. Of course, for the Let's Play, I won't be doing this much, but I will have moments where I say I want to run around a bit. Number 13. This is the most obvious one on here, since I've sung high praise about the other games in this series. Ladies and gentlemen, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I love this game. It's my second favorite game in the series by just one boss fight. I'm so excited to play this for you guys whenever I can, and I think that it will be a great Let's Play to do one day. The only reason I haven't done this Let's Play already is because I wanted variety on my channel, or else it would have been done for years. Number 14. A mature game where you kill zombies as a sexy cheerleader voiced by my favorite voice actress, Tara Strong? Sold! This is Lollipop Chainsaw. I've previously talked about how much I want to do this Let's Play. I like one-man or one-woman armies, and that is Lollipop Chainsaw with the zombie apocalypse. It is a mature game, but it's more of a cute mature game. I mean that you see blood and hear swearing, but you also see that the zombies bleed glitter at some points. It is weird, but I love the gameplay anyway. Number 15. One thing that I really liked about my first impressions videos is that they opened new possibilities of Let's Plays I could do in the future. Although I haven't touched this game since the first impressions, I really want to play it. The title? The Witch and the Hundred Knight. As I said, I played this game for a first impressions video a while ago, and I've been wanting to do a blind Let's Play of it. I haven't played it since the first impressions video, but I liked the gameplay of it, even how little I played of it. Number 16. There was a time where the company Rare ruled the gaming world with their platformers. From Donkey Kong Country to Banjo-Kazooie and even Conker's Bad Fur Day. Rare was on a roll with games back in the day. People say that Rare lost their touch when they were bought by Microsoft, which I agree that the games weren't all good, but I think this one is a diamond in the rough and the best game that Rare made under Microsoft. Cameo Elements of Power. Here's the idea. Gather spirits that can do different abilities so that you can save your adopted family from certain doom. I do admit it isn't a perfect game, and things as simple as jumping are weird, but I still love it. Cameo is a great game that, if you get used to the mechanics, it will be a great time. Number 17. I had this idea a while ago, but due to me overwhelming what I could accomplish, it got scrapped from what I called Movie Game Summer, or something like that. While Shrek 2 did come out on time, this one was supposed to be released 2 months after Shrek 2. This game is one of the best movie games I've played. It is Bolt. The creators of this game made a really smart move with basing the game on the television show in the movie Bolt rather than the movie itself. It would have been just a normal platformer if the game was based on the movie. But being based on the television show within the movie, it gives Bolt an identity that most other movie-based games never could achieve. Bolt has superpowers, and Penny has stealth in her section, so the game balances and gives you two very different playstyles in one game. Number 18. Given how much I've wanted to play Fire Emblem Awakening for you guys, you would think that it was the only Fire Emblem game I would play for you guys. Actually, no. Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright would be the second Fire Emblem game on Psychic Pictures that I would play. I've wanted to play both Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright and Conquest for you guys simultaneously on both my channels, but I figured that I could just play one game and see how it goes. I love that you can choose your path, but I don't like that it's game locked. If you purchase one game, you have to complete that game's storyline, and you have no choice in the other storyline. Anyway, this game is the easier of the two games, and is a good introduction into the Fire Emblem series. Number 19. I've played Disney Infinity on Psychic Pictures in the past, so why is it taking so long to do the other stories? I don't know why I haven't played this game in a while, but the next story in this game would be Monsters University for me. Don't really care for the Monsters University story, but I would like to finish the entire game at one point. I've already finished the Incredibles story for this game, so I wanted to finish the other stories at one point. Number 20. Seeing as I've already did a Let's Play of both Shantae and the Pirate's Curse and Shantae Half Genie Hero, it would be a crime if I didn't have another Shantae game that I was able to get my hands on. That game is, of course, Shantae Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. Now, this game is going to be similar to my Let's Play of Shantae Half Genie Hero in the sense that I will be getting and using animal transformations in order to complete certain tasks. It will also be completely blind for me. I have no knowledge of this game other than the animal transformations will be in there. Number 21. If you guys were wondering where Sonic is on this list, here he is. Now, I have several Sonic games I want to play for both my channels, but the one I want to play the most is Sonic Rush. This game, I think, has the most fun and challenge out of all Sonic games I've played over the years. It is by far one of my favorite Sonic games to date, and I've wanted to play this game for a while. It has a good sense of speed, memorable character interactions, and introduces one of my favorite characters in the Sonic franchise. Number 22. Okay, I love Crash Bandicoot, but I'm really clumsy when playing his games for some reason. So, what if I told you there was a Crash game out there that wants you to be clumsy? This game is one of my favorite Crash Bandicoot games, Crash Tag Team Racing. Don't get me wrong, I love the other games, but I love the fact that you get a funny cutscene whenever you find a secret death scene, and they are hilarious to watch because of how cartoony Crash is. I also love the fact that this is a unique racing game where you want to run into your opponents in order to gain new abilities. Number 23. I've talked about a game called Freedom Planet on this channel. I loved the sense of 2D Sonic the Hedgehog done right with this game, in my opinion. I'm not that big of a fan of the 16-bit Sonic games, but Freedom Planet is those games done right to me. I've completed Lilac's story on Psychic Pictures already. So where is Carol's story? Carol is a character that I never played in Freedom Planet, and I wanted Carol to have her own Let's Play tied to her own story. I love playing as Lilac, and I know Carol won't play as her, play like her, but I have no doubt that I'll have a good time with this character. Number 24. As I said with Rabby Ribby, I like playing games that star strong, female, sexy girls. As long as the gameplay holds up, I have no problem with this. There have been fighting games out there that star an all-female cast. One of the ones I want to play for you guys is Nitro Plus Blaster's Heroines Infinite Duel. This is a 2D fighting game that I'll admit that I suck at. I just think that it will be funny for you guys to see me get my butt kicked in this game. Also, I've gotten the downloadable content characters, and I'm ready to go and fail at this game for you guys. Number 25. Buzz was a unique idea for the PlayStation 2. It had some games that you hit colorful buttons for your inputs, but sadly it didn't last long. I've already shown you guys how much of a good time Buzz Jr. Jungle Party is, so why should I stop there? I want to play Buzz Jr. RoboJam for you guys. These two games are extremely similar, but I think both are hilarious games and deserve to be recognized by people. They may have simple mini-games, but they are all a good time for all members of the family and are easy to pick up. I love Buzz Jr. RoboJam, and it brings back fond memories of playing it with my family. Number 26. Now we start on the games that are planned to appear on PsychicPicturesPlays. The first of these is another game that I've constantly talked about. It is Knights of Azure. I've only played this game once for a failed first impressions video, and had it down for years that I've wanted to play this game someday for PsychicPicturesPlays. I just don't know when I will finally be able to play this game, since there are so many other games I want to play for you guys. Number 27. Banjo-Kazooie is a fantastic game from my childhood that still holds up to this day. The sequel is a much bigger game, and even had slowdown on the N64 at times, but when Rare Replay came out, Banjo-Tooie became a much better game. I promised to do this one day, but I've got one Banjo game to complete before I get to this one. I'm looking forward to playing the bigger version of Banjo-Kazooie, and I hope that you guys will enjoy watching me play it as much as I enjoy making videos for you guys. Number 28. I love feeling like a one-man army, but it is even better when you have AI teammates that help you out. So, why not give note to one of my favorite shows from the 2000s and make it into a solid video game? As Robin would say, Titans, go! One of my favorite childhood shows and one of my favorite video games based on TV and movies. Teen Titans, the video game, is truly a sight to behold. You have the 5 main Titans throughout your story missions, but you also have so many multiplayer characters that you can control, and it is nuts how detailed it is in multiplayer. If you are a fan of the original Teen Titans show and love the video games, this is one you definitely should pick up. Number 29. I haven't really talked about my opinion of the Kirby series. I like the games when I want to have a simple game to play. But that's what the games are when I play it. Simple. That's it. I know they take a lot of work and thought to do, but playing the game makes Kirby simple but good. Why do I bring up Kirby? Because the next game here is Kirby Triple Deluxe. Yes, this game is simple, but I love it all the same. Kirby's copy ability is cool in this game, and has improved since the N64 days. This is a great game if you want a calm game to play, and only gets slightly hard because of the placement of the collectibles. Number 30. I still remember when this next game was released. This role-playing game took the entire community by storm on how good it was. I'm glad to have been along for the ride. That was Bravely Default. I love this game. I remember playing it a lot when it first released and had a grand old time with it. I like the story, the characters are great, and the environment was really different from most other games of its time. I liked how you could switch jobs in the game if you wanted to, and overall, the game looks and is great. Number 31. As you guys are most likely aware of already, I love Pokemon. It is a game series that has been with me my entire life. And I am always glad to play another Pokemon game. I also love when Nintendo throws a monkey wrench into Pokemon. I've already Let's Played one of the Shadow Pokemon games, Pokemon Colosseum. So, now it's almost time for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness to show its Shadow Pokemon. Like I said, I already Let's Played Pokemon Colosseum, and this is the sequel to that game. Pokemon XD has more Shadow Pokemon, more Shadow moves, and more overall content than Pokemon Colosseum could ever hope for. Pokemon XD is a bigger game, and it shows how good it truly is. Number 32. I've got to say this, I'm not a big fan of Rayman games. I don't know why, but I just don't like most of them. I think most of my hatred for the Rayman games comes from Rayman DS, but a handful of them I do enjoy. Examples are Rayman Arena, Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, and my favorite Rayman game of all time, Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. I don't know why this game in particular is my favorite out of the Rayman series, but I really like it. I love how you can charge up your punches to deal more damage, and how enemies can block your light punches. This game also has cool power-ups that are timed, but know how long to last. Not much more to say here other than I will be talking positively about this game when I Let's Play it. Number 33. Batman is a well-known superhero and has had many games in the past. People say that this series of games is Batman at his best. This is Batman Return to Arkham Asylum. As you can tell, Batman Arkham Asylum will be played on the re-release named Batman Return to Arkham Asylum. I love the interactions in this game, and the game over screens are quite possibly one of the best portions of the game. Just listening to the dialogue is so much fun, and I can't get enough of it. Batman was treated really good for this first game, and the quality of the game shows. Number 34. The gaming industry loves re-releasing games. Sometimes it's for the better, and sometimes it's for the worse. This game is both good and bad. This is Spyro the Dragon, played on Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I say this game is good because it beautifully remasters the classic Spyro games, and the control is amazingly handled. I say this game is bad because the other two games in the Reignited Trilogy have to be full game downloads from the internet. Don't get me wrong, they are worth the wait, but that can turn people away. I love the Spyro games and love how beautifully remastered it is. Speaking of remastered, number 35. This next game had the same treatment as Spyro in terms of remastering, but all the 3 original games are included in this one game. Ladies and gentlemen, Crash Bandicoot played on Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. While playing this game, I have to say again that I'm clumsy when it comes to Crash games for some reason. I always find myself slipping off edges, missing simple jumps, and barely not hitting enemies with my spin attack. I think this will be funny in the Let's Play for you guys. But I can also see you Crash fans rolling your eyes at me while I play this game. Don't worry though, it's going to be a blast playing this for you guys. Number 36. Most people know the tale of Alice in Wonderland. The happy tale of Alice going to a bizarre world and living a fantasy that she never could. People say that this is a classic fairy tale to tell the kids. But as the residents of Wonderland would say, we're all mad here. Alice Madness Returns is a retelling of Wonderland being a bizarre place, but with that mature twist to it. This game is bloody, creepy, and anything but child-friendly. We're all mad here, especially when Alice returns to Wonderland. Number 37. Super Mario 3D World was a great game. I loved it. It had so much going for it, but the Wii U didn't sell as well as it should have, in my opinion. I bring up Super Mario 3D World because this game had a small extra that became its own game. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This game has you control Captain Toad in a small world collecting gems and stars to proceed to and rescuing Toadette from certain doom. I like the sense of exploring in this game, even though it isn't complex. Great game, and I hope to Let's Play this someday. Number 38. I love Mario Party games. I own all the games now, but I had Mario Party 1, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Growing up until Mario Party 8 came out, I longed to play the other games. But my favorite of the bunch is Mario Party 3. Why is Mario Party 3 my favorite? Well, I do admit I have a huge nostalgic bias towards this game. But I love the minigames, I love the boards, and I've put the most time into this game compared to all the other Mario Party games. I also think that this game has aged rather well in the series, and I come back to this game to this day and relive some old classics. Number 39. Ben 10 Protector of Earth is easily my most popular Let's Play on Facebook since it is getting the most attention there. I do plan to play all the Ben 10 games at some point, but I have to say, the one I'm looking forward to the most is Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax Attacks. I love that this was the biggest Ben 10 game at the time it was released. To this day, I think it is the most fun in the Ben 10 game series. You can play as all 10 of Ben's aliens from Alien Force at any time you want, and it makes the game one of the best in the series by far. Most of the Ben 10 games have you control up to 5 aliens at a time, but this one pulled strings to get all the aliens in there at any time the player wants. Number 40. I liked my Pokemon Ranger Let's Play. It was a bit challenging to make, but I still liked the way it turned out. I will play the other 2 games eventually, but I want to play Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia the most. This game is great. It's true that in Pokemon Ranger you had a partner, but in this game you have lots more to choose from, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. They are also improved how you capture Pokemon in this game and made it easier but more difficult at the same time. You can capture Pokemon with more than one line, but the Pokemon needs more lines to capture. Number 41. This game is really old and dated, but I still want to Let's Play it since I played it a lot as a kid. This is Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. I can't really remember this game well, but I do know that it centers around ancient Egypt, which I absolutely love. Ancient Egypt was always my favorite part of history, and the only part of history I like to learn more about. Naturally, this would put me close to this game and the ancient Egyptian ways. I also love this game. I loved this game back in the day, but I haven't played it much recently, and since it got remastered on the Nintendo Switch, I want to see how it has aged. Number 42. Mario is an absolute legend in the video game world. Since his debut, Mario has not been beaten by many other series of games. I want to play some more Mario games for you guys, and one that I really like is Super Mario 3D Land. Like Nintendo has stated, this game is a 3D Mario game that plays like a 2D Mario game. No other way to describe this game other than that. It is filled with fun throughout the entire playthrough of this game, and it is really good. Number 43. Since Rare was bought by Microsoft, all of their games came with it, including Banjo-Kazooie. Little did Microsoft know that the original team that made Banjo-Kazooie would eventually leave Rare and form Playtonic Games. This in turn made Banjo-Kazooie's true successor, Yooka-Laylee. I've heard some people say that this game didn't feel like a Banjo-Kazooie game, which I don't quite agree with myself. It has huge worlds, items to collect, platforming to do, power-ups to help you along your way, and so on, that makes it feel like a Banjo-Kazooie game to me. I love this game and I can't wait to play it for you guys. Number 44. Dynasty Warriors was not a game series that I really liked as a kid for whatever reason. The whole idea of being a one-man army wasn't appealing to me, and I believe I played one of the bad games that was on the Game Boy Advance. But Hyrule Warriors came out. When Hyrule Warriors came out, I gave it a chance and I loved it. Fire Emblem also came out with a Dynasty Warriors style game, and I loved that too. Fire Emblem Warriors is a game that has the mechanics of Fire Emblem and the mechanics of Dynasty Warriors. If it wasn't for my experience with Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Awakening in the past, I would have dismissed this game. I will enjoy playing this game for you guys. Number 45. Even though I haven't seen many episodes of The Simpsons, I still love the show's comedy, interactions, and so on. Since The Simpsons came out with a movie, it was obviously going to get a game to go along with it. Little did everyone know that this would be an original story by the creators of The Simpsons. This is The Simpsons game in 3D. I'm not going to lie, this game is great and hilarious. It treats itself like a video game and pokes fun at it every chance it gets. The storyline is great and it doesn't treat itself seriously at all. Not much more to say without spoiling anything about the game, so stay tuned for this great game. Number 46. I'll admit, the Donkey Kong Country games never stood out to me. I didn't get why people thought they were good, and when I tried it out as a kid, I did not like it. It wasn't until Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was given to me as a birthday present that I gave this series a chance. Now, I'll gladly say, I want to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns. This game is the game that I tried out and didn't like in the Donkey Kong Country series. I think I was just a little too young to fully appreciate the game, and, now that I'm older, I can safely say that this game did not deserve the hate I gave it over the years. I may be clumsy with the game, but it isn't bad in any stretch. Number 47. I love The Fairly Odd Parents, and I loved it growing up. I loved the characters, the interactions, and it was just a joy to watch. I've only played one game from the series, but The Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown is a really good nostalgic game to me. Sure, this game may be weird and really stupid at times, but I still love it. You collect 3 magic wishing stars because plot happens, and make a wish that will help you on your journey. These costumes can be activated at any time, and it is creative for each one. Number 48. I don't have much experience with the Tales of series of games. I've only played a small portion of a few of them. I love these games, and I want to play Tales of Zestiria for you guys. This game is gorgeous. The plot, from what I've seen, is great, the characters are really cool, and the environments are amazing to see. I can't say much more without spoiling the plot, so let's move on. Number 49. This next game is a game that I don't really know how to Let's Play. I like the game, but it is one of those peaceful games that you can do whatever you want to in. This is Animal Crossing New Leaf. I don't know how to Let's Play this, for the fact that, looking at Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of this game, there's a lot more depth to this game than I thought. Before I could even consider doing a Let's Play for this game, I need to rewatch his Let's Play and take lots of notes about daily events, stuff to do on certain days, and overall just what to do and when. Number 50. I like bowling. I like bowling games. I like bowling games that aren't in the traditional straightaway. The Flintstones Bedrock Bowling is a wacky bowling game. This is quite possibly my favorite bowling game ever. I know that most people have most likely never even heard of this game, but it is a great diamond in the rough once you get used to the controls from the PlayStation 1. You have objectives you need to hit with your bowling shell, and you have almost full control of your shell, except for going forward. Not much more to say to this, but I like the monkey wrench thrown into bowling. Phew! With all that said and done, that was my 50 Let's Plays planned that I would like to do. What games do you think I should Let's Play? What games are you excited to see me Let's Play? Leave a comment down below and share your thoughts. This has been Psychic Pictures, and I'll see you guys next time.